Coach, just talk about your first OVC win.
It's a good road win. You know, it was going to be tough going on the road when Coach Hatcher would have those guys ready to play. They came out of the gates early. Our goal was to keep that racehorse that they run down the track when they score in the trailer. They can put him out. Heck, that sucker was running in the first half. So we corrected that, I think, second half and kind of started getting to the quarterback. But it was good to get that win. It felt good on the road to get that first OVC win against a good football team. They got a good football team, and they'll win a lot of OVC games this year, I believe. And like I said, it's good to get that win. Now come back at home and play UT Martin.
You got a 3-game winning streak going. How can you keep that going throughout the season?
I think it's just going, day by day, week by week. We don't want to look ahead. Last week was the first hurdle, that we had in the first primary goal we had was to win the OVC. Let there be no question about us being in the playoffs when it comes Thanksgiving time when that selection committee goes. So we want to win it outright, and to do that, I think you got to take it week by week. And I think this is the next step in that. So we've crossed the first hurdle. Now we're on our second hurdle, and I think you got to take it day by day, looking to improve, each and every day that we're out there, and worry about how we play and not really who we play.
From the Michigan State game to this game, what specific ways have you seen this team, like you talk about, improving it later?
I think we're just growing in maturity level in our leadership. I think that's something that we've lacked in the past is being a mature football team and just the leadership. So we're starting to see that evolve more and more in the way we approach a week. And, coming in being a blue-collar football team. I think we got to be a blue-collar football team, come into work every Monday ready to go. And I think these guys are doing that, and they're able to, hopefully, continue to put last week behind them and get to work on this week and not looking down the road. And I think right now we're doing that. Hopefully we'll continue to do that. And I think when you do that, you handle your business. And that's kind of what we're doing on a day-in, day-out basis.
The offense so far is like 2 weeks, 1,200-plus yards, almost 90 points. Just, it seems like whether it's Eli in there, whether it's Christian in there, there's always, progression as well.
It really is. We get Max in about the 4 series every game. He's coming in playing well. Got Christian on the field early in opening script. So just using those guys. And offense is about using the playmakers that you have. And right now we're doing a pretty good job of, getting the ball to our playmakers and letting them do something with it. And like I said, it goes back to our offensive line. Our offensive line is really playing really well right now. And we got to continue that and continue to build depth there. And, I think offense is all about execution. And when we play with tempo and we're moving the chains, we're hard to handle. We got to continue to do that and play even faster than what we're playing. I think last 2 weeks it's relevant. We've snapped it in the 90s both times. I think 95 the other night, 98 the week before that. So if we stay there, then we're pretty good, and we'll be a lot of yardage. And this right now what we're doing, knock on wood, we're scoring when we get the ball in the red zone. They were 5 for 5, or I can't remember what we were. The statistic was the other night. We got the ball in the end zone. We got down there. We didn't turn the ball over, and we got points.
What does UT Martin's record suggest about what kind of game you're in for?
Well, not very indicative of how the game's going to be. They're a lot better football team than their record indicates. They've played a tough schedule. They've come up on the short end of the stick in some close games. They've lost Central Arkansas game, on the last last play of that game. They gave a turn back on the last drive and, had the lead, and lost it right there. So SEMO game, very same thing. I mean, they lost it. They had the lead late. Gave up a ball, so that game could have went either way. They could have won both of those games. EKU game wasn't as close at the end, but it was close through 3.5 quarters. So I think their record does not indicate how good a football team we're dealing with. They're 0-2 in the conference, and I know they should be like 1-1 for sure, if not 2-0 in the conference. So they'll play very ill. They know they've left some points on the field. The thing I went back to us is we scored in the red zone. It's one of the things they've had a little trouble with, scoring in the red zone, and that's been because of turnovers and things like that, protecting football. They go a game and don't turn it over and score in the red zone, we're in trouble, and they're going to come in there and look to do those things, and I think we'll get their best game for sure.
How does it help to have the team play here in Jackson?
Oh God, just playing at home. I wish we could play every one of them at home. It makes such a difference. And OVC on the road. You're traveling 6 hours away from home. You're not going to have a lot of fans that make that drive. We don't have the Southerners here, who is a big part of our home atmosphere and our crowd and all those things. And we should be 20 or 20 plus, around 20. Every home game, and it just makes a difference when you're playing. Like I said, at Murray State, and you turn around, there's no stands behind you, and you ain't got many folks there, and you got 20,000 in your stadium, and it's rocking. So to play at home is a definite advantage.